What is up, everybody? How you guys doing this evening? So, really, I just want to talk to you guys real quick about this whole fiasco with the iPhone 10 because this seems to be, well, not just seems to be, but it is, it is a reality basically that most people are just very impatient. They just don't grasp the concept that something as popular as the iPhone 10 is going to be in a back order real quick. My son's going off. But yeah, so, talking with some friends of mine and just seeing how stressed out they are because there's a lot of people out there that just don't understand that your carrier does not build the iPhone 10. They don't have a stash put away and they're just holding out. There were only so many units built for release date. And with that, there were a lot of people who pre-ordered it. So I can tell you right now, I know a couple of friends of mine that actually pre-ordered the iPhone 10. I know a buddy of mine who actually pre-ordered and got 3 of them. And I don't remember the precise numbers. I don't know if it was 30 million units that was built or 300 million units that was built, somewhere around there. But that's what was built for, I guess you could say, the entire world. And because of that very reason, that's not enough for everyone out there who wants an iPhone 10. But people got to understand that respective carriers do not build these things. Apple does. Apple Incorporated build the iPhone 10. They build them. And then they, T-Mobile and At&t, Verizon, Sprint, they buy the units from them and then they sell it through their outlet stores. And yes, the company itself, Apple, builds them specifically, unlocked versions, and then they have versions that are dedicated towards the carrier. So a little bit more stuff Verizon's in it, a little bit more stuff that Sprint has in it. It's just it's fitted for the carrier. I mean, obviously they're going to do that. So I don't know if it's just maybe people just are entitled. They have that mentality where they feel like everything is owed to them and what they want is what they want. And, people in customer service have to make this happen. But you got to understand, people in customer service are there to provide customer service. And while sometimes that service can be good or bad, depending on the person you're speaking with, at the end of the day, they're human, just like you. They don't need to be told that they have to, go to hell or something because an iPhone 10 is in back order and, you as a customer cannot buy one at this time. You would have to wait. Like, that's totally messed up, in a way. Considering the fact that, they're just people who work for the company. I know, when you work customer service for a particular brand, particular company, you are going to get the backlash for the company when dealing with customers because you're the front line, you're the front wall, you're the first person they see. So they're going to direct every bit of energy that they hate towards that carrier they're with at you because you represent the brand. But at the end of the day, they got to remember that you're a person. You're a person with feelings. You're a person that, breathes the same air as them, fears the same things they fear, and I think that kind of goes out the window when people absolutely have to want something. Now, for those people who don't understand why there's a back order on it, as I stated, it's a very popular device. I know that Christmas is right around the corner. I think, I can only speak on what Sprint is doing because I don't work for Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile. But I can say that on the Sprint side, the back order is as far back as December 11th. There were a lot of people who did show up on the launch of the iPhone 10 to buy one in store at the Apple store, and some of them were lucky enough to actually have were lucky enough to be able to purchase one in store and walk out with it. But there really wasn't enough made for, there wasn't enough supply and demand, basically. They're still working on it. Obviously, it is a hot commodity right now. And of course, Apple pretty much lowballed the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus with the one more thing at their keynote and then unveiling the iPhone 10. I am literally seeing people who are trying to order the iPhone 10 for themselves, and then for their kids, they're upgrading them to the iPhone 8, 8 Plus. So, that's just, That's just how far it went. But we know one of the things that made the iPhone 10 very popular is the fact that it has a refreshed look and just, you know, an all-out experience with iOS on that particular device with no physical Touch ID, home button. Everything is done by gesture. It's gesture reliant. And because of that, it has a different way of navigating through. And so a lot of people are very interested in seeing how it performs. You have your tech reviewers who dislike the top notch. You have those that actually support the top notch. You have people that will point out that Face ID is not 100%, that they should have had a backup, which is a biometric reader or Touch ID that should have still been on there. There's a whole lot that surrounds the iPhone 10 and just became a very popular device that people are looking to want to get. So with that, the supply and demand was not enough for the masses out there that no matter what any reviewer said, what any respective blogger said, they wanted to get this phone. But at the end of the day, if your company says that there's a back order on them, it's not because they want to make you upset. No carrier wants their customer to port out and go to their competitive rival. You know, if they had them, they would have them. They would sell them to you. If they don't, they don't. You just have to take it as that. You know, basically stop acting like a spoiled little 5-year-old that's not having his or her way. Suck it up and just wait. Just like everybody else out there who has to wait. Just wait. So that's it for my little rant right now. If you guys enjoyed this video, you guys can let me know by smashing that like button. First time checking out my channel, thanks so much for watching it all the way through, and hit that subscribe button and the bell option to know when I upload a video. So that's it for tonight, guys. Thanks for checking it out. I love you guys very much. Talk to y'all in the next one. Aloha.